There's just no urgency here. This is a SUNS stagger screen right here. This player's got to go under and then over. But look at the lack of urgency here. Like, you're slowly going under, and then look at you're slowly going over. I mean, come on. Okay, if you want to play the gaps, and that's great, you got to be in a defensive stance. This is not a defensive stance. Get your feet set. Your back should be to the baseline too. So when this player comes this way, you don't have to move your feet inward. Look at this Thunder player. See how his feet have to move inward? Now you're never getting back outward. Again, this is not much of a screen, but it's enough of one to move this player upward, which means that Devin Booker's going downhill. So what are you doing? I mean, this is wing to wing. I'm probably just switching this. But you can't do nothing. I mean, same thing. You want to play the gaps. That's wonderful, but you need to get in a defensive stance. This is not a defensive stance. Get your back to the baseline, feet set. Look at this Thunder player. Look how he's moving inward with his feet. You're not going to get back outward. And now it's just rip and go right by you. All right, so you come to double baseline right here. This player's coming to double baseline. You got to rotate. This player rotates here. This player rotates here. This player's taking way too much time. You need to come up here. All these rotations happen in unison on this first pass. Just look at this Thunder player here. Why aren't you leaving? Why is it taking you so long? So now it's an easy pump fake and go drive, draw help, layup. I don't understand what the Thunder don't understand about getting in a defensive stance. This player's not in a defensive stance, nor is he ever. Look at this player's feet. Moving inward again. So you're not getting back outward. With your drop coverage right here, you want to angle this guard and force him to come this way, and this is where you drop. So now when this player rolls, he's rolling right into backside help. See, look when the drop coverage goes the other way. There's just nobody in backside help for Landale. All right, so you go under this first screen. That's totally fine. Stop. This second screen you can't go under, okay? You just can't. All right, so again, I'm setting up in drop coverage. I'm forcing Chris Paul this way. Again, there's backside help right here. There's no place for Landale to roll to. But you can't go under a second time. All right, again, the Thunder, this is unbelievable. Again, not in a defensive stance. Your feet aren't set. So look what happens. Look at your feet. They're moving inward, so you're going to be late to get back outward. That's number one. Number two, stop. This player's got to stay here. Again, get your feet set back to the baseline. All right, so there's no place for this player to go. I can stunt. There's no place for him to go. None. And I'll be able to easily recover back out because I'm not moving my feet inward. I'm in a defensive stance. Like, these things just keep not happening. So this player is going to get run off the line on a pump fake. Okay, stop. So this player is clearly stepping up to help. This player's got to immediately get on the inside of DeAndre Ayton. You can't allow this drop-off pass to happen. And then if a skip pass gets made here, this player's going to rotate here. This player would then come over here. And then this player would then rotate up here. But you have to, this first rotation has to happen. Okay, I don't understand this one-on-one defense right here. All right, so Devin Booker's going to lose his dribble right here. Stop, okay? So he's lost his dribble. Just get up show your hands like you're doing, and get up and guard Devin Booker, and nothing's going to happen. Look at this Thunder player. Look at how he's going to gamble right there. Why? Why? That's the only reason this shot gets off. First of all, when you're playing the gaps, your back cannot be to the sideline, all right? Back to the baseline. And then the other thing, when this pass gets made, just get out. Look at this Thunder player. Gambling as opposed to getting out. Not fall asleep on Chris Paul. Look at this Thunder player right here. Look at him fall asleep. Look at this space. So now there's no way you can guard this ball screen. Thunder in a zone. This is how you get killed in a zone when someone's guarding nobody. You need to get down here. So this player can guard right here. Josh Giddey's going to take this player coming to the wing, and this player can go in the corner. But none of those things happen. You got this one Thunder player guarding 500 Suns players, and he's never in position to guard. Okay, so this Thunder player's in backside help on DeAndre Ayton's roll coming off of this ball screen. All right, so let's take a look. See, the problem is look at, you're not in a defensive stance. Get in a defensive stance, wide base, feet set, because look what happens. Chris Paul's picking up his dribble right now. So you should be right now just recovering right back because this player is coming on to Ayton. But look what you're doing. Your feet are moving inward again. So you're not getting back outward because you're not in a defensive stance. Under or in drop coverage here. Now, this big should not be dropping as far as he is, but this guard's got to go over the top of the screen. That's drop coverage. Big drops, guard goes over the top. Look at this Thunder guard. Why are you not going over the top of the screen? So you're nowhere to be found defending Chris Paul. A little different here. You're in drop coverage. This player does go over the top of the screen, okay? And he gets over. See, stop. As soon as Chris Paul picks up his dribble right now, this player's got to recover because this guard's coming back. This guard's going to be able to guard Chris Paul. So you need to recover now. Instead, you go upwards and there's no one to take Ayton. If you're doubling Devin Booker at the rim like this player is, then you've got to be ready to rotate. This player's not got to be over here because if a skip pass is made, you're going here, this player's going here, and this player's falling back here. But that player is just not going to do that. Cannot go under this screen. Look at this. There's way too much space for you to go over the top of the screen. You cannot go under because look at how far under you are going. I mean, come on. Come on, you have a defender all the way here ready to guard Devin Booker. Get up. You need to get up. You can't let Devin Booker go this way. Up, and you're forcing him here where there's no place to go. Instead, you somehow allow yourself to get beat. That collapses almost every defender. If you're Josh Giddey, get to the nearest body. This player's guarding the ball, so you should be sprinting here. You should not be coming over to take the ball and moving this player over because you're not ready to guard the ball. You're behind the ball. Look at it, you're never in a position to guard the ball. Here's where you get beat right here. Look at this player gambling on this pass. Look at that gamble. So now you're not able to stay with this Suns player and fight over the top of the screen. Look at the space. My God. What happens here? This Thunder player is guarding this Suns player. Why does that stop happening? Well, you're looking at the ball, that's why. Look at this. I mean, this is a joke. How does this happen? No reason for this big to be dropping this low with Devin Booker coming off the screen. You can drop higher. Look at DeAndre Ayton isn't even rolling right now. Get up. Get up. This is Devin Booker. DeAndre Ayton is still out here. Why am I dropping to give Devin Booker an open three?